Hey everyone, welcome back to Bushy's Kitchen. Happy Greek Easter, Christos Anesti. We're making oven roasted lamb shank today just for all my Greek historian friends. I wanted to make this meal because usually someone adopts me during Greek Easter, and because of quarantine I'm stuck at home. So we're gonna be celebrating with my roommate who is behind this camera.
Hi.
So let's get started, guys. So for today's roast, I'm going to be using a mirepoix of celery, carrots, and onion. And not only that, I'm also going to be using the tops of the leek greens and also collard greens. Because lamb shank takes so long to break down, you should always try to use tough greens along with it, because the aromatics will also be such a great sauce at the end. Collard greens and leeks take a very long time to cook, and so does lamb shank, so it just blends everything together very well.
Okay guys, so here are some of the ingredients that I'm going to be using. The full description will be in the box below, and if you don't have anything, please leave a comment and we'll figure out a substitution, but you're definitely going to need these lamb shanks. First, preheat the oven to 350. If you can get your butcher to clean the extra fat and silver skin, this will cut down on your prep time. Once cleaned, take some olive oil and a teaspoon of the spice blend to rub on both sides, then transfer onto a roaster with a rack.
So we have the oven heated to 350. We're going to throw this in for about 30 minutes while I cut up the aromatics. That'll have the lamb juices and fats drop all the way to the bottom, so everything blends in together nicely later.
When cutting my vegetables, I like to roughly chop them. This way they still have some of their texture even after roasting for a long time. If you want to cut them into smaller pieces, you can do that as well. This will be what we use for the bed of the lamb shanks. As everything cooks down, all the vegetables will soften around the same time the lamb starts to tender. Take out the baking rack, and as you can see, there's a little bit of fat from the lamb on the bottom of the pan. I'm going to add olive oil, the rest of the spice blend, my whole spices, cranberries, garlic, and a little bit of thyme for the bottom of the pan, but also leave some for the top as well. Then you can add all your greens and your vegetables, and lastly put your collard greens on top. We're going to mix this all up and add some chicken stock to also deglaze that pan, and then we're going to add the lamb and put it back into the oven. After returning it to the oven, I dropped the temperature back down to 350 for about 40 minutes. Now I'm going to take it out of the oven and turn over my lamb shanks. Add the red wine, balsamic vinegar, and put the rest of the thyme on top. Lastly, add 2 cups of water. If you have a cover, you can put it on now. I'm just going to cover it with aluminum foil because this makes for less cleanup at the end, and I'm a lazy person. This is going to go back into the oven for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, depending on the tenderness of the lamb. So during my last 45 minutes, I'm going to be making my side dishes, which are saffron rice, garlic, broccolini, and mushrooms, and GREMOLATA. I'm going to start with the GREMOLATA because this can be kept cold. So in a food processor, add a handful of parsley, 2 cloves of garlic, olive oil, and apple cider vinegar, and traditionally this is made with lemon zest, but since I don't have any, I'm going to be using clementine zest and juice. The sweetness will balance out that vinegar from the apple cider. Pulse it until everything is minced, add a little more olive oil, pulse, and you're done. Set this aside while we make the rice and the broccolini. So after washing 2 cups of jasmine rice, add 2 cups of saffron tea and 2 cups of water. Also add 1 tablespoon of ghee, mix that around for a little bit, and cook till the water dissolves all the way, and that should be around 15 to 20 minutes. On a separate saucepan, put the heat on medium and add olive oil, garlic, and onions. Cook for about 1 minute, then add your broccolini and mushrooms. Toss occasionally till the mushrooms are softened and the broccolini is cooked but still has a little bit of crunch. This should take about 8 minutes. And right before you take it off the pan, make sure you add your salt and pepper. And that's it, guys. Now it's time to set the table and eat. Alright guys, it's been about 3 hours, so let's just see what this hard work has given us. The lamb is like fall off the bone. I'm gonna have it with some of that GREMOLATA and rice. The lamb is flavorful, it's delicious. The GREMOLATA is perfect with the acidity. It balances out that lamb, and the rice is so buttery and delicious. It's just a perfect mix, guys. Happy Easter. Christos Anesti. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.